Hi guys, I'm Irene. You're watching Perpetually Paperback, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Alex Michaelides' The Silent Patient. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to say I really enjoyed this one. I think my reading experience was just really good. I just had a great time reading it. I will say, so for me it was a 4-star, but I really think there's a couple things that you will need to enjoy this book. So this book essentially follows a psychotherapist named Theo and Alicia, who is this artist who in this case is also the silent patient. Basically one day she's this acclaimed artist and one day she pretty much up and kills, like shoots her husband. And then at that point goes silent and takes the hit for the crime, goes to a mental institution. Theo is her psychotherapist, basically, who we kind of is like, was very obsessed with this case and also has problems of his own, but, you know, really is interested in his profession and really, really wants to help Alicia. It might be Alyssa, but I heard the audio version of it and it was Alicia. So that's what we're going with. Right off the bat, I'm going to say, I'm not a huge fan of psychology in general, so I don't tend to gravitate towards that subject matter. That being said, I think for you to enjoy this book, you will really, really need to suspend your disbelief, especially about that and how anything having to do with clinical procedure or how someone should behave with their patient, just get that out of your mind because every boundary is crossed in this book. So I think if that will kind of, I think that can easily take you out of the story, and that's not really why we're here. I think that I heard a lot of people like have certain issues with it, and I can understand fully why they had those issues. Personally, I enjoyed it. I had a really great time. It was just a, quick little thriller. I would say my biggest pet peeve is that at some point, it's called The Silent Patient. Be more creative about the communication. Don't just... Alicia didn't really have a voice, with the exception that her chapters were kind of peppered in throughout the book, and it was through her diary entries that we were reading. So it was as if there was a narrator who was reading them, and from the very get-go, we know that Alicia is a very unreliable narrator. She is an unreliable character, and throughout the book, you really don't know whether to trust her or not. To be honest, towards the end, I don't know that you should trust her anyway. Like, there was a lot of unanswered questions in this book, but ultimately I think there was a reveal at the end which made it enjoyable for me. I do think this definitely was a slow burn, especially at the beginning. It is very slow. I was really captivated with the story of the two. I think for me it was told in a way that made it very captivating, but I can easily see how you would think that this is slow, boring, and absolutely hate it. I liked his writing style. I don't know. I was in. Maybe it was because of the way that I read it. But yeah, no, I just had a great time. I enjoyed myself so much. Will I go check out The Maidens? Ugh. I don't know. I have heard it is a much worse version of this, and that it's set in the same mental hospital, which I find wholly concerning. Yeah, I don't know that I would... Based on this ending, I don't know that I would want to read something... I don't know that I would want to read The Maidens. I don't know. We'll see. This one ultimately was a selection that I had kind of already said, I don't know that I want to read that. It doesn't sound like something that's going to be my vibe. It was the dark academia psychological thriller vibe of my dreams, actually. Loved that. But had it not been for my book club, I don't know that I would have picked this up on my own. And I'm actually really glad I did. So I might end up doing the same thing with The Maidens if it gets suggested in that way. Who knows? I might also decide that today is the day I want to end up reading it. We'll see. But those are my thoughts on The Silent Patient. If that's something that is interesting to you, or if you... I would really like to hear if people loved it, because I really did like it. And I heard so many reviews of people hating it that I was like, it made me question whether I liked it so much, but no, I did. I just did. So yeah, those are my thoughts on The Silent Patient. Thank you for being here, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.